Would you rather have the pain of discipline or have the pain of regret? Hey guys, welcome back to the People's Vlog. For those who are visiting for the first time, my name is Dred, and I'm one of the founders of the People's Vlog alongside Meru and Yasmin, who you would see in the future videos as well. So for today, we'll be talking about regrets, and I know a lot of you may or may have not had regrets before, or that you wanted to forget about them, or you have moved on. So today the video will talk about three things. So it will be, why do people regret, what are the things that make us regret, and how do we move on from regrets. To start it off, personally, I do have regrets, and it took me a long time to move past them. Although from time to time you tend to remember things that you wish you didn't remember at a certain point in life, and often those things are those that you regret the most. So it could be like family time, or like confessing your love to someone, or to do with your faith. You could have done something that deep down actually hurt you, and it's just sad to realize that there are people who know that they have regrets, but they tend to put the blame on other people for their regrets. If I did this to someone and it may not have been the result that I wanted, therefore I will blame it on someone else, so that the accountability isn't there. And it's a sad thing, because us human beings, we need to be accountable for the things that we do. That's facts. That is just life. Okay, so now, why do people regret? No, many reasons really, but first of all, it's ego. So ego really hits people that have something to lose, because for them, when they lose something, they somehow feel that there's like a void that is starting to widen up, and the more you lose things, the bigger the void gets, obviously. But the fact that people have that ego, and it could be in many different things. It could be in family, it could be friendships, relationships, faith, work, uni, whatever. People always have their egos, and this is actually a defense mechanism that people want to use so that they don't get hurt. With humility, you need to be able to just lower yourself, like make yourself grounded, and with that you then see the doors opening up for you. So that's one thing, ego. Second would be disappointments, because as harsh as it is, people do get disappointed. It could be due to a number of many things that people could be disappointed from. It could be that the efforts didn't get reciprocated in some way, or that they didn't get into this job, or into this school, or into this degree that they want to get in. But with those things, it is already sad to be disappointed, but why would you want to let yourself suffer more? And that is because deep down inside, we know we are accountable for what we've done. For some people, they don't want to be accountable. Third reason why people do regret is the fact that they think they're not gonna get out of that situation. Because most of the time when people regret things, they're stuck. They're literally stuck. They can't move on from what has happened before to newer things that are ahead of them. And if you're stuck, you're not gonna get anywhere. A friend actually told me that we are carrying our own crosses. It's just that we're not walking with Jesus with our crosses. Because the path that Jesus walks, that we are to walk with him, isn't just a walk in the park. It isn't just a walk in the park, no. It comes with suffering, it comes with temptations, it comes with sin, and it comes with regrets and disappointments. And we can't do anything about that. Now, what do people regret the most? Okay, there are many things. Many things. Personally, knowing people that I shouldn't have met is one of them, because it becomes part of you, you know? People that you meet, and 9 times out of 10, you know, somehow makes good memories with you, and then something wrong happens. I'm sure many people have experienced that. And to see how people recover from it is really amazing. But there are some that actually feel sad for, really, that they can't really move on from those people that have left them. And I think it's a matter of acceptance, really. It's a matter of knowing that it has happened, and the fact that we still can't move on because we are hurt. It will take time. And you shouldn't be afraid to use time to recover, you know. Athletes get injured and they recover. It's the same with us. When people hurt us, we use time, but with time comes prayer. And in prayer, we have that time to talk to God. If you think about it, God is always there. Like, God gave us all this time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 in a year. He gave us all this time to figure ourselves out. Yet people often get caught in the midst of figuring themselves out that they forget who are themselves. It makes sense to a point that we are God's creation. We are made in the image and likeness of Him. So, if we don't know ourselves, then how would we know God? And the fact that we are our own temples, created by God. If we don't take care of this temple, we're not taking care of God. It's simple as that. And finally, how do we move on? Personally, prayer is always the answer. The fact that, like what I said earlier, we are given all this time, and the fact that we can just pray to God, to Jesus, and intercede through Mother Mary and the countless saints that there are. Like, there are certain saints for certain problems, like for example Saint Anthony, when you lose things, you know. And to realize that there are a lot of prayers available for us, and it doesn't have to be a common prayer, by the way. It just has to be direct, genuine, and fully intentional, because there are prayers that we say just for the sake of praying, or we want something to happen, and that's not how it works. You know, when we pray, God is always with us, and He is someone we respect and love, and His love, as we know, it is everlasting. And when we realize that soon enough, our perception about prayer and moving on from anything, really, especially regrets, like, it will definitely change. Another thing I could tell you is to talk it out. And I know there are many of you who are uncomfortable about talking things out, and that's completely fine. But I really do suggest finding someone that you really trust and that wouldn't tell those stories to other people, nor make a judgment out of you and use that against you, because there are many different ways of being a grief friend. That is, you know, being someone who actually appreciates the company of someone who is grieving about something, and you being their support system. Like, that actually means a lot to them. Last but not the least, always put a smile on your face. You know, like, it does help. Like, it really does help, because when you think about your regrets and you smile, you would think, much happier now. Very much happier now.